Okay, the first phase of the Xccelerator8 testing is ended. I decided not to wait for it to move into a reverse hedge situation, but we should definitely see that in the second portion of the test where we're running on multiple pairs. I've moved the reverse hedge conditions into a more aggressive mode, so we'll also be putting a little more stress on the platforms with this condition when multiple pairs. Firstly, as of note, I've had to drop FX Solutions and Gold out of the test. What seemed to happen there was with the SDA test, both of these platforms shut down the expert and actually went one step further, and apparently it would not trade the accelerator, meaning it apparently banned this account from trading at all. Obviously that's not going to work for future situations, and I don't want to mess with that kind of tolerance. Also, just another note that I mentioned another video on servers and what to look for on your server connections, and I just want to mention that that is going to be forthcoming. Here's the accelerator initial test on the one pair, single pair JPY. There you see the delay on the FX Pro added up to about 7 hours. That could be a mix of their delay time against order conditions. So maybe their delay is in the 4-hour range. It's be hard to tell. Number of trades. We see that we had these 4 platforms that executed an extra trade. We looked at that in the previous video, what happened there and why, but these 4 actually did execute secondary trades. We can see the performance on profitability is very consistent here. Now, this doesn't really tell us about execution. This tells us that the orders are being executed on a take profit fairly consistently. The take profit settings on the accelerator are 20 pips, kind of a quasi scalping strategy on the front side. What I call the front side. I'm calling the back side the reverse hedge side. This setting will usually kick in on the first 2 orders. The first order of the reverse hedge will kick out on the 20 pips above the first order. Now let's look at the actual performance. We're going to be comparing where exactly the orders kicked in, and this is going to be the real test on consistency of any expert advisor across platforms. I just chose these 3: FX Pro, eGlobal, and Beaverhead, which is I believe FX clearing, to show you where the orders were kicking in. FX Pro missed the first order, so this one is actually the second order in these other 2. You see the second order is 90.87 there, 90.87 there, and 90.88. So we're within 1 pip of execution here. The third order, 91.02, 91.01, 91.01. Obviously, the entry parameters for this expert are causing all the platforms to execute the trades exactly, pretty much exactly within 1 pip of the same place. And if anybody tells you that this is not possible, obviously they're got a problem with their expert programming, because it totally is if you use the right indicators. And the only other factor in here is your server speeds, how fast that order can be executed. We can also run into some conflicts of execution down the line, but obviously execution is not a problem if you design your program correctly. We're going to be moving on now to the second test, and we're going to be testing the combo of 3 pairs, the JPY, the AUD, and the EUR with the accelerator. And I decided to carry over the ending balances from the previous accounts, but we're only going to be trading the platforms that have a 0.01 minimum lot size. The reason for this is we're going to be taxing our $5,000 account with the reverse hedge positions if we go with the 0.1s. In addition, we're going to be changing each of these pairs is going to have a separate or different initial lot size to avoid our FIFO rules and hopefully some of the hedging rules. It also gives us a better comparison to the STA performance when we get an overall profit picture through both tests, which is what we did back here in the SDA. So this is the first examination of our accelerator test, and this will be followed by examination of what the accelerator actually does, what the strategy is, and then a final examination of the results of that test. Thank you for watching.